Hey guys, it's G-Man from G-Man Outdoors here with Anything Sportsman, and today we're going to be doing a review over the Lake Fork Tackle Ring Fry Worm. Now this bait is extremely versatile. It's one of the most versatile baits I've ever seen. You can fish it just about any way you imagine. It works really well in a Texas rig with a weight, and just pop it and give you, like you'd fish a normal Texas rig. You give it some pops and it's going to pop it along the bottom beautifully for you. It's going to get a great hopping action. It actually stands up very well. It doesn't fall down, so that's really nice that it gets that stand-up tail, so your bait's always being presented to the fish. It's not falling down on a softer bottom. It also is really great weightless rig because its fall is very nice. With those ribs, it gets kind of like a fluttery fall to it with a very slight wiggle in it, and it's really beautiful in the fall. And then, of course, the action on it when you pop it is great. It gets a nice flutter in there and a little tail kick to it. It's a very good bait weightless rig. Another way you can fish it, wacky rigged. And I really, really like this bait wacky rigged. I put it down there and I saw it wacky rigged. I was like, wow, this bait's extremely well wacky rigged because it keeps rippling during the pause. So you give your rod tip a couple twitches and and then you pause it and that bait still gets a little slight like rippling wiggle to it, and it's beautiful. It's going to be a bait it's going to entice fish all day long. Last couple ways to fish it, drop shot. It works well on a drop shot. It looks good on a drop shot, but I would downsize to the baby ring fry worm if you're going to fish it on a drop shot. The 4-inch one's a little bit too thick, a little bit too bulky for what you're trying to do, but the action on it is still very good. It suspends well in the water column. It looks good. It's presented very well. And then on a shaky head, it actually works good too, but like I said, it's a little bit thicker. I would maybe downsize if we're going to a shaky head or like a Ned rig style. But it does get a stand-up action. You can get some nice twitches on it and kind of like pop it along the bottom, and it'll look very good. Carolina rig as well is another way you can fish it. Just throw it and drag it. It'll get great action for you there. It's going to get amazing presentation no matter how you fish it. It's going to look good and it's going to attract fish. Another thing that I really enjoy about this bait is its ability to skip. Because it's kind of heavier, and it's a little bit of wider bait. When it hits that water, it's able to just and go right across it a ton of times. So wacky rig it up weightless, and you'll be with the right tackle, you'll be able to skip it under docks, trees, bushes, wherever you need to skip it to get in that cover. It's going to get it there for you. And then also because it's a little heavier, it's able to be pitched while weightless. So you can have it weightless and you can pitch it, and it's not going to die out on there. It'll get to where you need it to go. Because it's a heavier bait, it's going to fly farther. And you're able to pitch it around cover without having to get real close to the cover or worrying about you missing your spots. Where I really see this bait excelling is pressured waters and ponds, because its presentation is very subtle but attracting, I guess you would say. The action on it's beautiful. So I really see it excelling in anywhere that's constantly getting fished for and that you need a bait that's a little bit different, because there's not very many stick bait worms that are ringed out there. You just can't find stuff like this. So I really think it's going to excel well out there. Make sure you guys go check out Anything Sportsman. Make sure you pick yourself up a bag of ring fry worms and get out there and catch you a bass. Thank you guys, and I'll see you later.